Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today. So today's video, I am reviewing this palette by Barry M, and this is their Shipwrecked palette. So I bought this palette from Superdrug for $10.99, and so here's a tutorial on it. So I'm about to go in with this NYX eyeshadow base, and I'm just going to apply that. This is just going to give me a nice light, but also a nice tacky, flawless area to work my shadows upon. This is just going to prepare it, and it just gives your eyeshadow so much of a better look when your eyes are primed well and prepared well. So I'm just going to use that. I'm just dipping it in the pot, literally applying it, and then I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender and just make sure that that is lovely and blended out. I really blend this into the skin, you know, hoping to achieve a very well scattered concealer, so that it's all, you know, there's enough, the same amount of concealer over in the entire eyeshadow area. So I'm just blending out again. I'm now taking this banana powder from W7, and with this fluffy brush I'm going to just set that. That's just going to ensure, for me, I personally like to use it this way, that it's dry but it's also slippery. I can just like apply shadows really easily on top. So here is the Shipwrecked palette. Beautiful, I know, right? Look at the colors, like look at the colors. So there's 10 shimmer shades and 8 matte shades, and just look at the colors, man, so good. So here's a swatch of some of the shimmer shades. They have a really nice glisten to them, actually, which is really nice. Sometimes shimmer shades don't. So now, and here's a swatch of some of the matte shades. They are very pigmented, like all of them. You are definitely going to get like good color payoff from the shimmers and the matte. So I can definitely say that yes, the pigment is there. So now I'm going in with this deep burnt orange shade. I'm just going to use that in my crease. So I'm about to slow this bit down, I believe, because yes, I made a huge mistake and I didn't film the next shot. So the next shot just was supposed to consist of me taking the deep shade, it's like a purpley brown shade, and then just going in on my eyes with that. So I'm good, you know, obviously that bit's missed out, but now I'm taking this yellow shade, and I'm just gonna use that to blend out the harsh lines of the orange shade that I took earlier. And so I'm just going to use the yellow and blend that out, and just blending all the colors together. Really, the more you like kind of blend colors together, the less harsh it's going to look, and the more put together it's going to be. So blending is, yeah, it's key with an eyeshadow look, you know. So now I'm going to take this shade right here, this lovely shimmery, like it's like a silvery shade, but it does have like a hint of blue to it. So I just took that, and look guys, I nearly missed filming this bit as well. Can you believe it? But anyway, I managed to turn the video on, and I got the rest of this, or the most of it. So I went in and I did a cut crease, and then I just applied that shade on my cut crease area. So obviously this tutorial is not about like me doing my eyeshadow. It's mainly just to show you guys the colors, you know, in the palette, and you know, kind of how it's used, and well, how I used it, and you know, just to give you a feel of the palette basically. So I started off using it dry, and a lot of the shadow did come off, and it did look like it stood out a lot. But then obviously I went in and, you know, I did spray some Fix Plus on the brush, just to kind of help that shimmer to stand out even more, as you can see. So I did find these shadows really easy to work with, very blendable, really smooth, you know, not dry or choppy or having to like work really hard to get them to work. And sometimes in really affordable eyeshadow palettes with shimmers, you do have to do that, but with this one, you know, it worked a treat. The eyeshadows did work lovely. So now I'm taking this black shade, and I'm just going to go in with that dark shade. I'm so glad they put a black in this palette, because I think you just need black all the time. You know, there's just certain colors you have to have in a palette. So all of the colors that they have in the palette, this is one of the things that I really loved. I felt like There's just so many full complete looks that you can just get by using just this palette on its own. They've got those transition shades, they've got those bold shades, they've got those beautiful shimmer shades, you know, they've got those dark shades, those light shades, those interesting shades. I just think the range of colours are just beautiful, and then they apply really well. You know, for me this was kind of like, you know, I think was this the first time I used the palette? Yeah, no, I think this was like the second time I used the palette, and honestly, if I had put more thought into the look, I think now that I've used it, I think I just can't wait to use it again and to really get creative. It really got my creative juices flowing simply because of the shades they've got in the palette. I mean, it's really, really interesting. So I'm just building up that black now, getting it, you know, getting it to the place that I kind of want it to be, and then once I'm satisfied with that, I kind of go off and do the rest of my makeup, apply lashes and a thin liquid liner, and then I'm just going to come in and show you guys the shade that I use to highlight my inner tear ducts. So here's the shade. This is like a champagne-y crystal kind of shade. I'm just going to take that shade, I'm just going to pop it in my inner tear duct. I did go under my lower lash line with the shade that I use in my crease as well. So that's another way I use the palette. Yeah, so guys, this was just a really quick tutorial of, I just wanted to like bring this eyeshadow palette review to y'all, and I really liked it. So I wanted to bring it to you because of how much I liked it, really, and show you guys a quick look out of it as well. So I also use, as you can see, that shade just at the top of my, just beneath my brow bone there. I hope you guys can focus on the video even though I talk so much. Anyway guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I didn't mention it, the palette was actually $10.99 from Superdrug, and again it's by Barry M. I definitely give it a 10 out of 10 guys. It's a wonderful palette based on colour, pigment, and just overall fun, and for the price it's a bargain. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoy. Stay beautiful and blessed. Bye.